This man is a real force. Drew McIntyre.
Revamped attitude, revamped appearance.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre's made it his mission to eliminate all the complacency in WWE. You know, Drew McIntyre arrived and he was the chosen one. Handpicked by WWE Chairman Mr. McMahon. And Drew will admit that he became complacent. Felt like he didn't have to work hard to get to the top. When he got fired, he went away, he got a new attitude, and now he's back, bigger and badder than ever, with a vengeance.
Yeah, this new attitude from Drew McIntyre dictates he will take whatever he wants.
McIntyre laser focused.
From Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds,
Listen to this place!
The Great One is here! Byron Saxton, are you excited? It doesn't matter if you're excited!
And the people are going nuts for the People's Champion.
Saxton, I can't even hear what you're saying right now, and I couldn't be happier. Talk about electrifying. This arena is rocking right now. The Brahma Bull has arrived.
A much-deserved ovation for the Great One. An 8-time WWE champion.
The Rock's one of the biggest stars in the entire world, and Byron, I think you should keep his name out of your mouth, you jabroni.
And we're underway. Looking at these two men, I don't think there's going to be anything traditional about this one-on-one matchup.
And Cole, I will be shocked if we don't see this one spill out to the arena floor sooner rather than later.
Drew McIntyre looking to squeeze his opponents like a set of bagpipes.
Byron, that metaphor was uglier than a pile of haggis. This is not exactly the area you want to be in.
He's going for it all.
Nice move.
Setting him up for the...
Momentum's firmly in his corner now. Drew McIntyre got him there. We got a cover. And he breaks the cover.
Not yet. Too early.
Dropping the power bomb. This one is over. Going all the way up. Oh, wow. Connects like a train wreck. The Rock may be in a bad way here, but he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound. I'd say Drew McIntyre's career is a story of two completely different chapters. McIntyre himself would tell you his first chapter didn't quite go as planned, but boy, chapter 2 is a whole nother story. And now Drew McIntyre goes up the turnbuckle.
We've got a cover. He's got plenty of gas left in the tank. He's displaying classic offense here.
Michael, I like your analogy of McIntyre's career as two different chapters. And while chapter 1 didn't necessarily blow anybody away, there was a foreshadowing of his future success.
Oh, even Mr. McMahon himself called McIntyre a future world champion, which of course later came true in 2017 when McIntyre defeated Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship.
He's got him covered. That was all too easy for The Rock.
Gonna take more than that.
To possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this.
Guys, when The Rock first broke into WWE, he was often referred to as a blue chipper. And given his legendary lineage, it's easy to see why so much was expected from him right from the start. Whoa, McIntyre able to avoid damage there.
When this guy's on, look out. All this demoralizing damage to The Rock. How can he take the upper hand here? I'd say he's starting to feel the pressure a bit.
Guys, he's really struggling right now. He's going to need to find a way to mount a comeback.
He has to be disappointed in this performance. He really is so much better than what he's shown so far tonight.
Drew McIntyre.
Oh, what a headbutt. There it is.
All that's left now is for McIntyre to finish this.
As Byron mentioned, The Rock comes from a long line of successful Samoan superstars, including former WWE Tag Team Champion Rocky Johnson, grandfather High Chief Peter Maivia.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one.
This could be it, guys.
Going for the cover. He kicks out before 3.
He showed up here tonight for a fight, and that's exactly what we are seeing.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. Look out! And he hits with the dive.
You know, I'd say the Falls Count Anywhere match was popularized back in the Attitude Era, but before that, I remember Pat Patterson and Sergeant Slaughter's famous 1981 alley fight, which many consider to be the precursor to Falls Count Anywhere.
As Byron mentioned, the Pat Patterson-Sergeant Slaughter alley fight had many of the elements of a Falls Count Anywhere match. Most notably, I'd say, was the heavy weapon usage.
Yeah, that match had everything from cowboy boots to brass knuckles, but more importantly, weren't you born in 1981, Saxton?
Good point.
Oh, nice.
He's inflicting some serious. His shoulders are down. A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
Woo. Here comes the Rock.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. Look at this. Elbow drop. I don't think I've seen a superstar more driven to succeed than Drew McIntyre. When he was released in 2014, McIntyre said he'd be back, and that's exactly what happened.
Oh, McIntyre really took a negative and turned it into a positive. Instead of feeling sorry for himself and blaming everybody else, he traveled the globe and made himself an even bigger star.
A nice shot by Drew McIntyre. Oh, I think this man means business.
Following up on what you two were saying about McIntyre's initial release, not only did he return with more fire and fans, he also came back in even better shape than before.
Yeah, McIntyre's always had a height advantage, but in his time away, he worked on his strength, conditioning, and added considerable power to his Claymore kick and aftershock DDT.
Nice offense from Drew McIntyre. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. The Rock has an impressive pinning predicament. And he got a near fall out of it.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
McIntyre looking to end this. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
That is exactly what Drew McIntyre needed.
Michael, Corey, you both discussed The Rock's dominance on the big screen, and I have to point out that he brought his stardom full circle.
Drew McIntyre sizing it up. So damaging.
That has got to be it.
He goes for the cover. I can't believe he had the energy to kick out of that.
Yeah, The Rock looked all but finished, but he's a legend for a reason, Cole.
And now Drew McIntyre heads up. Incoming. Good offense from Drew McIntyre. And now Drew McIntyre goes up the turnbuckle.
If you recall, guys, when Drew McIntyre first showed up here in 2009, he was anointed the Chosen One. And while it may have been premature back then, I'd say McIntyre is more than living up to it nowadays.
Look at this. Bad move there.
I don't know what made him think that was a good idea.
People have been wanting to see these guys go at it for a long time, and by the sound of this crowd, I think they're getting what they wanted. As Byron alluded to, Drew McIntyre's initial run in WWE had ups and downs, but ever since his return in 2017, I'd say McIntyre's among the most dominant superstars on the roster.
As would the people he's defeated since returning. And let's look at some of these names, Cole. Bobby Roode, Andrade Cien Almas, Seth Rollins. Those are some pretty big names, if you ask me.
And his elbow finds the mark. Drew McIntyre is getting... If an opponent exhibits a weakness for a specific move, some will return to utilizing that move as long as possible.
That should do it.
McIntyre looking to end this. Oh, and he reverses it. Putting it all on the line. Whoa! Drops the elbow on him. He's going for the pin. McIntyre with the win. We got our money's worth for that one. Take a look.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. Count yourselves lucky, people. You might watch WWE for years and only see a match that good a few times. Epic.
Here is your winner, Drew McIntyre.
That was a big pinfall victory right there.
Drew McIntyre's return to dominance continues with that big win.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles win here tonight.